going on, Jeromes? So just when you thought it was safe to be like, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah rebuilt the Vikings yet again in free agency, supplementing and improving at multiple positions, but you're just like, oh, wait, there's more. Vikings. So it's weird when the team announces a player is on a visit. Anyways, the Vikings have announced that wide receiver return man especial Rondale Moore has started his free agent visit with the Vikings, and I love this one. It's really good. And receiving depth as well as return man depth, like it's something that the Vikings definitely need. And Rondale's good, man. Like, obviously there's health concerns, obviously there's size concerns, but Rondale Moore is a freaking dude, man. I absolutely love him. He's 24 years young, 5'7", a $181, 2021 second round pick, number 49 overall. And you remember, he was a bad dude at Purdue. Want to buy you guys a couple of beers, making Boilermakers. All right, so his freshman season at Purdue 2018, 114 catches, 1258, 12 touchdowns. It was just legit, absolutely legit. Just remember his game against Ohio State where he just smacked him right in the mouth. Love that, man. Then had some injuries, and then 2020 was the Rona year. Still ended up being a second-round pick by the Cardinals, but it just never really came together. Did have some injuries with Arizona, put up some decent numbers, but it wasn't up to the level where you thought that he could be. So this is the perfect Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi type project. Eventually, in 2024, he was traded to the Falcons for Desmond Ridder. Then had that knee injury in training camp. Didn't get to play it down of the regular season with Kirk Cousins. And then Rondale was just sort of unceremoniously let go, but it is what it is. But Rondale, he's definitely given Mama I Can Change Him vibes, where this is the parlay. You have a highly drafted guy who hasn't panned out due to injuries. All right, that's the perfect Kwesi player. World-class speed, 4.3, 340. They bring him in the building likely for medicals and a physical and all that stuff. Hopefully that knee is going to be good to go. I guess silver lining, since the knee injury took place early in training camp in August, that he's had the maximum amount of time to be able to heal up. Slot machine, slippery over the middle. Like, honestly, I don't think that you build an offense around Rondale Moore, which is good, because if he comes here as the wide receiver 3, I love Jalen Speedy Naylor, but if Rondale Moore reaches his peak, I mean, it's no contest. I do think that Rondale could be very, very special in this offense with Jefferson and Addison and Hockenson. Dangerous in space, sudden athlete. Basically, every time he touches the ball in space, it turns into a return, and that's where he shines. Plus, chip on his shoulder, because all the injuries, missing all last season, all that stuff, and people seeing him as a bust, and that also factors in. Plus, high character, hard worker, will fit in with the Vikings culture very easily. And the Vikings, I mean, they could use some receiver depth for sure, since Trent Sherfield went to the Broncos. TBD if they bring back Brandon Powell, doesn't look like it, but Jefferson, Addison, Speedy Naylor, more like an outside vertical threat, but you would have Rondale work in the slot, just as a two-way option, dude, just underneath. That would be fantastic for J.J. McCarthy. And you do have Thayer Thomas, Deshaun Jones, Lucky Jackson. Rondale's obviously a better player than them at his best, and just another pass catcher, as well as a dude who could return kicks and punts. That would be monstrous, absolutely monstrous. So love that they're kicking the tires on Rondale. Hopefully the health is good to go, because I think that this would be a perfect spot for him to kickstart his heart and his career. It'd be good, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Rondale Moore, woo! Visiting the Vikings. Let's go, man. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. Support the work. Subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. Skol, production value.